Welcome back. This is Pineleaf Needles for episode 7.2 of Pineleaf Plays the Lore Master. I am now here in Archet, continuing along my quests.
Stay a moment.
Them spiders have me, my work hands, and driven. Oh, no wonder the slightly rural accent there. No wonder I got that wrong. Alright. Them spiders have at my work hands and driven me and Holly out of our home. There's got to be some way to get 'em off our land. I would think that at least Spiderbane might know more about spiders than I do. Well, why? Because his name? Perhaps you should speak to him again. Yes, alright. Hello, Mr. Spiderbane.
What do you want?
Glad you have returned. It seems there is much more going on here than I thought. While you were away, my cousin Bally arrived, and I sent him to search some caves in the ruins outside the east wall of Archet. A few of the hunters had dropped a huge stone in front of the cave, and I wanted to ensure the stone remained. He had not yet returned, and I am worried. Now, for what you told me of Springley's troubles, the spiders came up through the cellar in his shed. Perhaps, seeing the cave blocked off, they tunneled through up there. We don't know for certain, though, until you find Bally. Hopefully, he'll have some answers. Alright, so in other words, it is all your fault. Alright, well, we'll turn off the... I could turn things off either through here or through here. So I have a Breland thing, finding a reason, which is obviously I'm going to be doing. The crafting one, I'm going to do that in Comb, so I'll turn that off for now. Discovering the Senate, I'll do that in Comb, so I'll turn that off for now. And the Epic, Urgent Summons, which is in Comb, turn off. Let me just do the Archet quests for now. And finish up
Would
Archet.
you do something for me?
And he just has some excuse to send me out to get a box. Somehow a boar wrecked it. It says, so watch out for that boar, though. You might be able to get my toolbox without attracting his attentions, but you need more luck than I had to manage it. Yeah, he just wants me to... I'm not going to bore you with the excuse he has for sending me on that wild boar chase. But for now, that thing's open. Now you see, these are still not aggressive, but some of them are going to be. Like this guy here. The ambusher. Yeah, this is where the ambushers are. Now, of course, if you're interested in doing your spider deed, you may just want to kill a few of the spiders anyway. But believe me, you have plenty of chances to kill spiders in Bree. There are some deeds that you have to go out of your way in order to complete, such as ones with Neekers. And they are called ambushers for good reasons. As you can see, you don't see them until they pop out of the ground and jump at you. Though some of them, a couple of them have just not learned what the word ambush means, apparently. And it, well, looks like the stone has been moved. Oh, that's not good. You search Bailey's corpse and find a journal and several pages missing the journal. Text reads, I would not believe it, but the spiders have pushed the cave mouth clear. I have entered the cave and the spiders reacted to me instantly, as if drawn to me. I am unsure why. I spent my day carefully searching near the entrance, only to be found several corpses bound into cocoons. These spiders have been wrapped everything up in their cocoons. I will write more tomorrow when I go further into the cave. Well, Looks like you tried to escape because you died here outside. Perhaps it would be best to enter the cave and see that you could find the rest of the journal pages before returning to Atlas. Yo, yes, just because Bali died of poisoning right after getting out is no reason for me to fear going inside. Right. Now, the spiders in the cave are aggressive. Now, don't ask me how I... Alright, well, I was going to make a comment about casting lightning inside of a cave, but... Yes, that was a clue that you are going... that you will find the pages inside of cocoons. The bear's there to tank for me. There are 5 cocoons, so therefore there'll always be yes, lightning inside of a cave. Don't ask me how. Maybe there's an electrical outlet around here somewhere. They paid their power bill. That might be a good time to use Gust of Wind. Didn't seem like it spread it around though too much. And these are nice at level 7, so it's proper at level. Now, I'm not going to do every single quest in this game, since that would mean doing a huge number of quests that I've completely out-leveled, and I don't plan on doing tons of those. And oh yeah. You can't set that one for auto? Okay, many of these abilities you're able to set to automatically attack, or at least you did under the old version. I think this is as far as goes. Right. I just wanted to make sure that... rooted. Yeah, right. Just remember something I forgot at town, but don't worry, it's something that we could take care of on the way back. Oh. I hit level 8 there somewhere. I'm gonna have to get out, collect the rest of these pages, and get out of here as soon as possible, collect the rest of the pages, and then we could close out the episode. Unfortunately, there's all these spiders along the way. Just get the last 2 cocoons. There's one here, and there should be another one down this path. Along with a bunch of spiders, of course. And yes, there are quite a number of these enclosed spaces like that. dungeons and dark places where all sorts of fell monsters can be found. Told you, you have no trouble taking care of the spider deed in this game. Now sickle flies. Good luck on finishing that deed. Spiders. If you do all the quests that involve spiders, you are going to finish that deed, I think. Well, maybe not guaranteed. But look at this. I'm just now through the cave and I already finished the first half. Or the first third, I should say, since the first one requires 30 and the second one requires 60 more on top of that, and alright, well, I have no idea where that guy was, but I'm going to have to jump down here and then summon my bear. Come down here, alright, good. Oh wait, he was trying to chase me. Alright, so I got the attention of that one. He was running all the way to the caverns to find me, then he gave up. And then found me at the bottom. Alright. Now, let me make sure. See if I can get to back to the end of this without reaching level 9 would be nice. But crazy spiders are insisting on fighting. Glad the bulk of them are non-aggressive. Now I'm not going to turn in this quest yet, since that'll be for the next episode, but I will show you something that I had forgotten before, and that is these coins here. The Ithilden coins. Now I'm trying to remember who, if anyone here uses them, or if I have to go to someone else. Alright, John Brackenbrook. Oh, John Brackenbrook is one of the people there. You are sure the coin will come from... You're not sure where this coin came from, but it seems to be a relic from Cosmic Doom, called Moria by the elves. There are many who would be interested in such a relic, or would like to provide you with a great reward, so you could accept this. This is something that came from pre-ordering Moria, or something of that matter. As for the bulk of the stuff that you see at the beginning of my list here, it came from all sorts of pre-orders. And when I get to a bank, as I said, I will go through all this stuff in more detail. Alright? And John Brackenbrook is one of the ones who'd be interested in it. The other ones are people like Barliman, Butterbur, Postman, Newbuck. So, people in the various starter zones is what it comes down to. A dwarf coin of some sort? Is that not? I have heard of such things, but I've never thought I'd see one. Where did you come across it? I would gladly give you something here. Choose from what you like, and everybody has the same rewards for that. And most of you are wondering, it's not exactly the most exciting set of rewards. For example, one of the items we've got is the Stone of the Dwarf Deeps, which adds +3 to vitality and +8 to out of combat speed for 30 minutes. And that's nicer than the novice mark in the fact that it doesn't have a maximum level, but of course, even though it doesn't have a maximum level, there'll probably come to a point where you decide it's not worth keeping and you'd rather do something else with the slot. Now the Dwarf of the Dwarf, that's an interesting one. That gives you +1 hope for 15 minutes. Now, I tend to use this thing here, which I haven't been using. This is called the Glass of Aglarol, which also gives a +1 hope. And you see they're on the same cooldown. In other words, they're essentially the same type of item. So since I get the Glass of Aglarol, I don't worry about the horn. Now, some people prefer the horn because it makes this nice big noise when they use it. If you prefer to have the noise, then that's the one. If you'd rather not, then the other one. But of course, they both came from their own promotions. The Glass of Aglarol, the original collector's edition of Lotro. Horn of Dwarf, that came from Memorial Pre-Order. I don't know if there's anything else that gets it. I believe they're store items these days. You know, everything else is in the Lotro store. Now, third thing here is the pesky dormouse. These are a couple of decorations for your house. Now, I already have one of these on my other character. But, let's face it. What am I going to do with any of the other stuff?
What can I do for you?
Let's add a songbird. I have tried in the past taking one of these potions here, but I'll tell you right now, I never remember to use them. If you never remember to use them, why bother? And here, well, I guess I will.
How can I be of service?
Guess I might as well use that since it's better than the novice's mark. Now, of course, and this is why I end up. Alright, I'll put this here. And might as well put the glass here also. It throws it on cooldown immediately as soon as I pop it into my pocket. But it looks like it's a faster cooldown when I pop it into my pocket than the cooldown for oh, it's probably has to do with the cooldown of the old item also or something like that. I don't know what the rules are for that. And what else is in here? Deed completed. Spider Slayer. Title awarded. Pine Wolf Spider Foe. And I could use various. These are all for different various items thing. I'll use an Unexpected Traveler, which is something that I got from the Fellowship Walk this year. That's useful in all my characters. I think that fits my character enough. So now I got the defeat spiders in Breland. To beat more spiders in Breland, I should say. And tell me I've got 5 turbine points. I know, whoop-de-doo. And that is everything, probably. Yes, because I'll turn that in the next episode. I'll open up the next box in the next episode. Did I get a new skill? No new skills. Well, I don't get any more new skills or anything like that? Perhaps not. I'll have to see about that later when we get to a later area where I could find a real trainer rather than the starter trainers, because the starter trainers are known for not having as much as the real trainers. But that is it for today. And next time we'll return with episode 8, or more likely 8.1 of Pineleaf Plays the Lore Master.